Good morning, my dear students. So I am back with another lesson for you, and that is lesson 3 of civics, that is the parliamentary system. Now everyone please open page number 220. Yes. So now let's start with our chapter. See, first thing I want to tell you before we start with the chapter, the base of this chapter. See, the Indian government, Indian parliamentary system is based on 3 pillars. That is the legislature. Legislature frames the laws. Okay. Executive executes the laws, and judiciary gives justice. It dispenses justice to all. Clear? Okay, now we'll be talking about the reasons. There are basically 3 reasons why India opted for a parliamentary form of government. And see, talking about parliamentary form of government in world, we all are aware about the world politics, and there are different countries which follow different forms of government. For example, USA follows presidential form of government. China follows republican form of government, and India follows, yes, the parliamentary form of government. Clear? Okay, so first reason being that India was a British colony. Now what does this British colony means? British colony means, as you all are aware, that Britishers came to India and they were ruling over not only India but many other countries, and those countries which were under the rule of British were known as British colonies. Clear? So being a British colony, India was very much influenced by the parliamentary form of government. Next, to give equal representation to the multiple religious and linguistic groups. See, India is a diverse land. We have diverse and multiple types of religions, regions, linguistic languages. Linguistic means languages. Okay, so with the help of parliamentary system of government or the parliamentary form of government, we will be able to give equal representations to everyone. Third, the executive being responsible to the parliament reduces the chance of dictatorship. See, dictatorship means rule by a king or a queen, by a single person, as your North Korea does. Okay? North Korea follows dictatorship. Now what happened was, in India, executive being responsible means a group of ministers used to frame laws and then they used to execute those laws. Clear? So it reduces the chance of dictatorship. Why? Because of it, many people used to, different people from different state, religion, they used to give their opinions also, which helps in the framing of laws. Clear? Okay. Now coming to parliament. See, the Indian parliament consists of the president, the Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha. Clear? Lok Sabha is the house of the people and Rajya Sabha represents the council of states. I am repeating it once again. Indian parliament consists of the president. Who is the current president of India? Come on, tell me everyone. And you also have to tell me who was the first president of India. Clear? Okay, so you will be posting your answers as soon as I will give you this video. You have to post your answer. Who is the current president of India and who was the first president of India? Clear? Okay, and then Lok Sabha. Lok Sabha represents the people, the house of the people. See, Lok Sabha. Lok means log. See, Sabha means a sort of a community. Okay, so Lok Sabha represents the house of the represents the people. It is also known as the house of the people, and Rajya Sabha represents the Rajya. Rajya means states. Clear? Council of states. Okay. Now coming to Lok Sabha. Lok Sabha, as I have already told you, is called the house of the people. Composition. Composition means number of people being there. So Lok Sabha cannot have more than 552 members. So we are clear that Lok Sabha cannot have more than 552 members. This is the maximum strength. Clear? Okay. Then out of these, 530 members are elected from the states. Now hold a pencil in your hand and underline. Out of these, 530 members are elected from the states. 20 members are elected from the union territories. Clear? Okay. Seats are allotted to each state on the basis of its population, or it depends upon the population. For example, UP being one of the largest populous states, so it will have maximum number of people. The President of India nominates only 2 members from the Anglo-Indian community if he feels that the community is not adequately represented. Eligibility, he should be obviously a citizen of India. His age should be 25 years. He holds an office of profit under the government of India or the government of any state. Now this was the disqualification that I told you. And he should not be of unsound mind. He has acquired the citizenship of another country. So these 3 are the disqualifications. Clear? Okay, the term of the Lok Sabha are elected for a term of maximum of 5 years. Now, if the party loses its majority, the president can dissolve it. Can dissolve the Lok Sabha. Now, procedure of elections. Members of the Lok Sabha are elected through general elections. There are general elections which take place. Elections take place in every 5 years. Why? Because the term of the members of Lok Sabha is 5 years only. 5 years. For the purpose of election, the country is divided into different constituencies. Now, what are constituencies? See, India is a very large country. So, if I talk about Lucknow itself, so Lucknow will be having different constituencies. For example, Rajajipuram will be a different constituency. So, on the basis of areas, they have divided the constituencies. Okay, Ashiana will be having Ashiana is a different constituency. Cant will be a different constituency. Clear? Because you cannot you cannot conduct elections. It will require a lot of investment and a lot of lot of people also. Therefore, they have divided, and then you have to represent or you have to give a vote to a particular party, whoever you feel like. Okay, only one person elected from each constituency from every political party. Okay, only one person. All citizens above 18 years have the right to vote. So once you attain the age of 18, you will be having a right, that is a right to vote. People cast their vote through a secret ballot. Now, what is a secret ballot? Now, what they do is, when you will be entering the room, they will be giving you a ink on your fingers and everything, and then there will be a ballot. Okay, it will be covered from all the three sides. There will be EVM, electronic voting machine, and you have to pinpoint your whatever party you feel like. These days, electronic voting machines are commonly used in elections. You have already read about election procedure in class 7. Now, elections in India follow the first past the post electoral system. It is also called simple plurality. In this, a single winner is chosen in a given constituency by virtue of her or his getting more votes. However, in a majority, the person or the party cast that receives more than half of the total votes cast is declared the winner. So simply it means a single person is chosen, whoever attains the maximum vote. Clear? Okay. After electoral results are announced, the leader of the party with maximum number elected members is invited by the president to form the government. The other parties together form the opposition. For example, if I talk about at present, so the majority party is of BJP, and rest of the parties are, for example, Congress. It is an opposition party. Clear? Okay. Now coming to speaker, like every class has a monitor boy and a monitor girl. Same way, you have a monitor of the Lok Sabha, that is the speaker. Okay. The officers of the parliament elect the presiding officer or the speaker of the Lok Sabha from among themselves. G.V. Mavlankar was the first speaker of the Lok Sabha. Now find out the name of the present Lok Sabha speaker. That is your work to do. Okay. And I want the answer as soon as I post the video. Okay, now coming to Rajya Sabha. I hope you are clear with Lok Sabha. If you have any doubt, you can kindly post your message to me. Okay, now coming to Rajya Sabha. Rajya Sabha, I already told you, represents the states. Now composition, there can be a maximum of 250 members. So Rajya Sabha can have maximum of 250 members. Clear? Out of which 238 members represents the states and union territories. And the vice president is the presiding officer or the chairman of the Rajya Sabha. Now we started in Lok Sabha, it was the speaker, and in Rajya Sabha it is the vice president of India. Okay, now eligibility, he should be a citizen of India and not less than of 30 years. We started in Lok Sabha, how much it was? It was 25, and in Rajya Sabha it is 30. Clear? Okay, and then there are certain disqualifications. Term, it is elected for a term of 6 years. Lok Sabha was elected for a term of 5 years, and Rajya Sabha is elected for a term of 6 years. Okay. 1/3 of its members retire in every 2 years. Now, see, what happens is 1/3 of the total strength of the members retire after every 2 years. So, they keep on, after every 2 years, 1/3 members get out of Rajya Sabha. Okay. Therefore, fresh elections are announced for the seats vacated, and as soon as those seats are vacated, fresh elections are announced for it. Therefore, it is also called a permanent body. Now, what is a permanent body? See, Lok Sabha, we have discussed that Lok Sabha can be dissolved by the President of India if he feels that Lok Sabha is not working, or if the Lok Sabha loses its majority. And Rajya Sabha cannot be dissolved. It is a permanent body. Clear? Okay. Now I'll be talking about the parliament in session in my next video. You will be seeing it. Till then, I'm giving you a few questions that you have to do. First, you have to write major 5 differences between Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha in your copies. First question. Second, who was the first president of India? Third question, who is the current president of India? Fourth question, who is the present vice president of India, and also the chairman of Rajya Sabha, and also who is the present speaker of Lok Sabha. Thank you. Bye bye.